Hey, okay, there it is. So, for those that weren't in last stream, what happened was it was perfect and it was awesome for like an hour and 50 minutes. No issues, no buffering, and then the internet just died for no reason. So, I'm hoping it doesn't do that again. Let's not jinx it, of course. It was weird because, so I stream usually at like 6,000 kilobytes per second. For those that don't know what that is, it doesn't matter. But basically, it just went to 0, and then it would go like to 11, and then like 500, and then go back to 0. Which 0, 11, and 500 are a lot different numbers than 6,000. So, but luckily, I was just like, I got us back to the level we were on before. I thought Xbox Quick Resume was going to save me, but I must closed out of the game, so I just ran back here with Skylander that's not in the lock. I didn't get any XP or money, and I'm exactly back where we left off. I know the stream cut like when we were in the elemental gate, but Trigger Happy got out of it fine, and this is exactly where I stopped. So we'll go with that. Here, I got a full screen on my end. I know it's full screen for you guys. Also, I am using a different streaming software. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi, because technically I'm Ethernet routed into a Wi-Fi extender, but I was talking to my friend Noah about it a little bit, and he just said there's not really anything you can do in your situation. When I move out, though, I can finally just directly plug into the modem, and that will be awesome. But I can't do it yet. So, hopefully, we can get through this level, and maybe at least one more, because it seems like the curse of 3 levels is too much for one stream to handle, so we're kind of already halfway through this level. So, let's get through this level. I know this one has the Lord Stratosphere, or has Lord Stratosphere at the end, which can be kind of scary, because vehicle segments, if your shields go down, you're like toast. Oh wait, is there 2 chats? I think there's 2 chats. Because I'm using a different streaming service, or not a streaming service, but a different, weird. It's weird. Okay, that's kind of weird, hang on. Which one should I use then? Very small, too. I guess I'll disable the old one. This one's a lot smaller. I'm just curious about it. Because I'm using Streamlabs instead of just regular OBS. So, it has built-in YouTube streaming, which is a little bit different than normal. Since I usually use regular OBS. And my friend Noah said, I don't know. I kind of just like regular OBS more. But I'm like, I guess. But I was like, I'll give this one a go for one stream. We'll see how it goes. If it's terrible, then I'll switch back. Also, the Bison, when I migrated all my settings, because it migrates all the settings almost perfectly. My microphone, I think, got lowered a little bit in volume, but I did adjust my noise gate, so my voice shouldn't get cut off anymore, which is epic, because I noticed that in the last one. I think that's also in the Giant stream. My voice gets cut off a bit. So that should be fixed, hopefully. And the Bison is right side up again, because it turns out the transform tools reset him. So I just moved him back down to the corner. So the Bison's back to his typical behavior. Yeah, the chat, it sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. I'm going to disable the new chat and just use the old one, because I know how the old one works. And if it isn't broken, don't fix it. So, yeah, it was weird. It was bringing some messages in, but like 1 per minute or something. I don't know how it works. But Shield Striker makes the Lord Stratosphere fight very easy. Well, that's good. I want it to be easy, because I don't want to lose somebody this early on. So, especially like when our characters, well, except like Zook and Camo, or not Camo, but Magna Charge and Zook are all at, well, not full, but close to full health. But I mean, I don't want any of the lower characters because they'll get absolutely shredded. Streamlabs sucks, Aid. Get off of it. Well, I'm gonna try out this one stream, all right? And then I will switch back to OBS next stream. So, because it's not like any of my settings haven't migrated over, so it's fine. Because I was like, I don't know, like, I feel like for 2 years my stream stuff was fine. It never dropped, and then what was it? I tried to do the giant stream after I came back from college for the holidays, and it just dropped. And my mom was like, "Okay, we will upgrade the Wi-Fi." But it turns out upgrading the Wi-Fi made the range of the Wi-Fi less, so we need Wi-Fi extenders. But my friend Noah told me that the Wi-Fi extenders sometimes disconnect for like a millisecond and have to reconnect, which is exactly what happened, I'm assuming. So, here, hang on, there's an extra area over here. My favorite Superchargers repos is definitely just actually the one we're playing as right now. I'm gonna actually put out a hot take. I think that, I don't really like Deep Dive Gilgrunt. Everybody seems to like that one, but I don't really like. I don't like it that much. I really do think that YouTube just hates it. That too. It could be that too, honestly. I saw somebody said play Trap Team. We've already played Trap Team though. It'd be weird. I don't want to go back to Trap Team now that I think about it. I don't want to have to fight that chaos again. I was lucky enough that I could cheese it the entire time. Just because I had the dual Magna shift combo. And I will say, it is very, very nice just being able to collect all the money instantaneously with Shield Striker. Alright, let's not die by these guys. Woo. Also, I think my Xbox remote might be running low on batteries. So, once we get past this section, I don't actually use batteries, I use a battery pack. So I don't want to have to keep buying batteries for my Xbox remote. Now, I will say that is the one setback of Xbox that PlayStation and I guess Nintendo have over Xbox is I hate the fact of having to put batteries in it. I mean, I guess at least it instantly charges it, but I don't want to buy batteries. So, yeah, I guess I can upgrade the Shield Striker. You can do it instantaneously. Alright, let's see. I want to upgrade the shield more. Okay, shield is fully maxed out. Which is extremely good because I don't want to get caught with those shields and die. And it's also a tech area, so we got that benefit going too. Does the Trap Team portal work on Superchargers? Yes. The Trap Team portal actually works on all games. It's the only portal that does work on all games too. What system am I playing on? I'm playing on an Xbox Series X. But it's the Xbox One version of Superchargers, obviously, because they haven't made one strictly for the Series X. But they are backwards compatible for Series X. And same for PS5. Not the 360 versions of the game. So, on PS5 and Series X, you can play Superchargers, you can play Trap Team, you can play Imaginators, and you can play Swap Force. Yeah, Myntiac's right. The Trap Team portal is pretty nice because it can work on all systems. The only issue with it is it's kind of weird and finicky because all the sensors for the RFID chips are on the side of the portal and not actually in the middle. So if you put the Skylander in the middle and sometimes if they have a weaker chip, it sometimes doesn't light them up as well or doesn't pick them up as well. So it works with all games, and for most of the time you won't have any issues with it, but there are some times where it screws up. Alright, there we go. Car segment down, and no issues here. Where's my plug that in.
You know what I mean.
Oh, there's Purple, what was the name I gave him all those years ago? Yeah, Purple Chad God. Only OGs remember that name. That video was made before I was even really making Skylander videos. Which I'd say, well, it's not the first Skylander video on my channel, but it's this magic. Well, we don't have a magic. Wait, here we go again. So why is he a Chad? Well, look at him. Yeah, he is a Chad, absolutely. He just is. Oh yeah, I guess we can use a life trap. I don't have the one from the Ultimate Locke, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna use like the default one that comes with Trap Team. I'm sure I could find the toucan trap that we used. I'm sure we could, or I could, but it's so much effort. And it doesn't really matter. So I'll just use the one I have near me. What is that camo image? I'm not sure. I think I just Googled Skylanders camo once, and I found it on Google Images, and I thought it was funny, so I saved it. I have like 2,000 images in this folder on my desktop that's just called Sky. And it's just random Skylander pictures. Just either assets that are used for videos, or just funny pictures in general. And that's one of them in there I had. Same with the Astro Blast picture. I didn't make that either. I did edit to be legendary. It was just some person's, like, I found a picture of a funny looking Astro Blast with some sunglasses on Google Images, and I just edited it to be legendary in Photoshop. That's kind of what I do half the time. I just find a funny picture and I just slap it in there. I mean, Zooks, back when the Ultimate Locke just started, Zooks are actually ripped out of the game, like pictures. Like, they're little portraits in the corner. I ripped them out of the game with Dolphin's texture dump. And then Magna Charge is actually a Mega Bloks Nitro Magna Charge, so. A picture of camo goes hard. Can I screenshot? Absolutely. I mean, I could obviously probably just throw up the full image too, the original. I have it saved. But I'm pretty sure you could just look up Skylanders camo and you would eventually find it. But yeah, I do like it. It's got the same energy as the Bad Sunburn for anybody that's seen that. I absolutely love that. On my second channel, it's actually the banner. This Bad Sunburn. I love it. But I don't know if that was like anybody's legitimate attempt at camo art. Either way, it's definitely a masterpiece, and I'm happy it exists, so. Like, see, look, we don't even get that hurt from people in this. So that's nice. Even though Trigger Happy still is a little bit of a glass cannon, but we should be good. Why did Winton take over the Discord? Mostly because I think that was when I was up in college and I got bored and didn't want to do my homework. So I did a little bit of shenanigans. For those that don't know, there was a picture of like this plush of Winston from Overwatch, and I just thought it was the funniest thing ever, and it's labeled Winston Overwatch. And I kind of just, I made the entire server themed after that entire image. I added it as an emoji, I added it as a sticker, I changed my picture, I changed my name, I changed the server name, I changed the server banner, and I pinged everybody in general and just said the word Winton Overwatch. And then for like a full day, the whole server, I hid all the channels except like general, and it was just Winton Overwatch. Or Winton Overwatch. And that's just, I did that for a day. And then it was funny because a lot of people left, but it was worth it though. Okay, I wanted to see how much that does. It only does like 11. That's fine. Because, for those that don't know, in my Discord server, it's already chaos and trash anyways. So I just, when I get bored, I cause anarchy in it just because. It's like my little own personal playground when I get too bored. Because I don't like servers that are too serious. Because that's no fun. But I just think it was funny that people actually left. They were like, I'm mad. He made the server Winton Overwatch. Yeah, this is still hard mode. I can even check for you. Difficulty expert. Well, yeah, expert, hard. Same thing. We're not doing nightmare, but we'll do expert. Luckily, Superchargers isn't the hardest game, especially when you get like little Portal Master rank ups and stuff like that. So we should be fine. You would lose the shield ability when you put the life trap on. Oh, yeah, you're right. So let's not use the life trap. This is my first live stream of you. Well, welcome to the live stream, Aaron. Hey, Aaron. I'm just gonna keep walking through this. I don't really care. It doesn't hurt me enough to warrant standing still. Oh wait, I need to go back. Yeah, there's an enemy standing up there. my favorite original Supercharger, it's actually weird because my favorite Supercharger, like this original in this game, and my favorite Supercharger, oh, I got Spitfire, alright. And my favorite Supercharger that actually, like, is a, I guess not a repose, but like a returning character, they're both from the tech element, so it's High Volt and Trigger Happy. Those are my favorite two. I also really do like Astro Blast a lot, so I got lucky with the polls, but I probably, like, convinced, I don't remember what I did, but I probably just said, guys, Astro Blast isn't that bad, give him a shot. And then Double Dare's just good because he has the double lives. I'm doing Superchargers on Nightmare. Yeah, Superchargers on Nightmare isn't even that bad either. It's just more watch out for the vehicle segments, and that's just kind of Superchargers as a whole, though. I'd say, especially with the Portal Master rank, Superchargers is the easiest game, flat out. Well, I guess Spyro is pretty easy too, but I don't know, Superchargers is just pretty easy. My least favorite Supercharger? I don't know. I don't really like Smash Hit that much. I don't like Splat that much. I might need to be careful here. Apparently, Swap Force is getting... You see, I don't trust that. For those who don't know here, after I defeat this enemy, we'll be about to fight Mage Stratosphere. I'll show you the picture that's going around starting yesterday. I don't trust it, but that's alright. We'll look at it. Alright, there we go. Get a bunch of XP. Ah, there we go. I was wondering if we could get enough to level up. Oh, look at this guy. Sit behind the bush. Alright. Making sure I get everything I can over here, all the money and such. Oh yeah, we can upgrade it. Yeah, it's probably a fake leak. That's what I'm saying. I kind of want to make a video on it, but I don't think it's worth it. You know, I think Blitz, I always forget his name, I just call him Blitz. I think it's Blitz Winger. I think he made a video. He just said Skylanders 2023 is going to be crazy. I haven't watched it, but I just assume it's about that. There's even a news article about it, and I'm like, well, that's the first time a news article has made something about Skylanders. But, I don't know. You're not allowed to just, like, supercharge. Hey, Astro Blast, Soul Gem. Hey, that means, because last stream we got Double Dares, so we now officially have both Soul Gems.
Astro Blast.
What's the leak this time? That's what I'm saying this time. I just don't trust them because they're always fake. Oh, I watched it. It was about the pricing of old characters. Oh, okay. So it's not about that leak. It's just a coincidence. All right. Yeah, because I hadn't watched it. I just assumed that it was about that. So I guess I was wrong. Okay, so let me pause it real fast. And I'll just pull it up here because I got it pulled up in a different tab on Google Chrome. So let's see. Let's make sure that Google Chrome is working. Okay, yeah. So this is the post on Reddit. I don't really trust it, and I don't think you should either. Basically, it just says, took a survey for Activision. I was asked about potential interest in a new Skylanders game compilation title. And this is just like, obviously this is supposed to be a mock-up thing, so it's really nothing to look at. It just says, upcoming compilation title, the series is back, played through the Spyro's Adventure, Giants, Swap Force, remastered in HD, and for the first time, Skylanders history, no figures required, and then it just says, potential game, blah, 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 Skylanders Anthology, Skylanders Portal Pack, and Skylanders Eon. I still think Skylanders Resummon, the name that I came up with, was a better name, but oh well. And then it says, release date, Quadrant 4, 2023, but, this picture is kind of the one that uncredited, or I guess there is no credit to it anyways. But I just don't trust this image at all. I think it's goofy. So this is fine as a mock-up because it's a mock-up, and I guess it'd be like them trying to pitch it to executives. But like this is fine. You're like character, scroll to get character. It makes sense. That's fine enough for a mock-up. But I think this in particular is a bit weird. Because this is the XPEC version of Spyro's Adventure. This isn't even the one that Toys for Bob made. And if Toys for Bob was making the game, which I would assume, why would they use, in the mock-up, a version that they didn't create? And why would they make the buttons X and Y? If this is supposed to be for the Nintendo Switch, aren't the buttons on the Nintendo Switch, like, gray? Most of the time are black, so why is it like Wii U buttons? It doesn't really make any sense. This is the picture that I don't get nor do I understand. So I don't really trust this, and I even put a comment because let's see where is it? Let me scroll down to the comment. It looks not so well. It doesn't have to look well edited because a mock-up is usually just a pitch to executives saying, well, this would be like yeah. So he says, I got this survey from buying Crash 4. I think I bought the game a week ago, and I got this survey today, and I had several questions about if I enjoyed the game and what genres of games I liked. I like the platform action games, and afterwards, I got the slides after, and I said, what system did you buy the game on? Because if somebody else gets the survey, then that's a totally different story, and if I, like, could get the survey for myself, well, then I could see it. But, and then even, like, this little rumor, Activision survey hints at Skylander HD collection, and it's just talking about the subreddit stuff. It just has the pictures, and that's it. So, I don't really believe it. I just find it funny that this article picked up this random Reddit post that, I mean, I guess it has a decent amount of votes, 200. That's pretty good for the Skylanders subreddit, but I don't believe it. It's because every single time there is something about a Skylanders coming back, it's never true. And it's probably not true. Also, I just think it's weird that they would list Swap Force. When I think Spyros and Giants, they make sense together. They're on the same engine. They play similar. Swap Force was made by Vicarious Vision, looks totally different, plays totally different. It just doesn't make sense. Also, Swap Force is already HD. I mean, technically Giants was too, but only in 720p unless you play on the Wii U. Then it was 1080p. But, yeah, it's all cap, yep. Alright, let's see, where's the other laser? Oh wait, you gotta rotate this one. The one over here. Easiest puzzle of all time. Yeah, it would be cool, but it's not gonna happen.
You wish to challenge me in the air?
Oh, look, it's Mid-Chargers. No, Mid-Chargers. Supercharger. I will not take that slander. Supercharger's third best game in the series, flat out. It's got the best story. It's the best out of the jumping games. They made all the old cores actually good and usable. They buffed the Giants. Nah, Superchargers is good. Imaginators nerfed the characters, and the Trap Team is a glitchy mess. That leaves Superchargers. While Swap Force, I don't really enjoy how the gameplay feels in that. Superchargers just refined Swap Force gameplay, but better. Because you can jump and attack. In Nightmare mode, certain puzzles usually get harder. I know, especially on the train. The train, I remember, actually gets harder. Like, the puzzles in there, and you can, like, turn the difficulty down to adjust the puzzles and stuff like that. Alright, so this is the boss fight for this level. Good old Stratosphere, the good old Purple Chad himself. So, I don't know. Now, before boss fights in Trap Team, we switched characters. So I think we're gonna spin the wheel. I set up a wheel, and we'll see what character we get. It could be Trigger Happy, it could be a different character. But I'm hoping this boss fight isn't that bad and our armor doesn't go down. It hopefully shouldn't, but I'm gonna make sure not to put the life trap in. So let me switch tabs. I'm gonna pause the game once again, and we will spin the wheel. Alright, and here, let me pull it up for you guys. Alright, so as you can see, I brought the Bison wheel back from the Giant stream. And when I mean brought it back, I just reused it and just put those pictures. So let's see what we get. No way. Okay. I guess, here, close. I guess we're staying. We don't have to change. Alright. Just kind of hoping we'd get a character with more health because I don't want him to die. But, oh well. I guess we're just gonna go in. Alright. Alright, I have to get gamer mode on this. Hey, we're already tech element. That's awesome. Right. I'm not even gonna worry about gear bits that much. I'm gonna just try shocking this guy. Alright, we're doing... Ooh, I don't want to get hit by that. Doing pretty good, but we did upgrade the shield a bunch. Ooh, alright. Alright, yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I have a good feeling about this. I shouldn't say that and then we get decimated, but... yeah, I need to get rid of these guys fast so they don't whittle down our shield too much. Ooh, alright, invincibility. Yeah, this is going pretty well. I mean, we got lucky with the tech element boost as well. Yeah, look at that.
I'm hosting a ball in your honor, Skylander.
Oh, these things I remember. I hate these things.
Too much of a shock.
This is why I have the shield striker. Yeah, the shield has to recharge every once in a while, so... But, we should be fine. We're already halfway down. Yeah, this guy is actually just... I don't know. Is it... I guess... Is he racist? Because I don't know how Skylander races work, but he's definitely... Is elitist? Would that be the right word? This man is just straight up. He's just calling us poor and that we're garbage. Classist. I guess that would be the right word. I mean, I guess because Skylanders themselves are a specific race. It's more of a title. So that's not really racist. But yeah, he's just being classist, I guess. That is a lot of balls. Keep those balls away. Ooh. Alright. Also, what if you find it with lightning rod? I don't think there's any special dialogue for lightning rods. They just included him like this is where he came from. This is his people, and that's kind of it. Okay, there we go. That wasn't that bad. I thought it was gonna be way worse. Good old Giga Chad is down.
Please take the thunderous bolt with the eternal gratitude of the Cloud Kingdom.
Okay, I'm still scared about Count Moneybone. Is his level up next, or is it a different level? I think it's Count Moneybone, but I can't remember. Yeah, I just think you were scared of that fight. Well, on some difficulties, when your armor gets down, you really do get screwed over in this fight.
Quick, people! High wattage materials coming through.
Yeah, Purple Chad is no more. Yeah, it's funny. Why did they put two bosses back to back? I know Moneybone, again, also, when the armor gets down, it's just... That's kind of Supercharger boss fights in a nutshell, in the vehicles at least. If your armor goes down, ooh, you're gonna have a tough time. Oh, hang on. Elgato. Luckily, I know how to fix this issue. You just unplug it, and plug it back in. It usually fixes itself. I remember back, it used to even be worse to connect. I'd have to, like, close the stream down and, like, turn it back on. It was annoying. Alright, plug it. Plug it back in. The instant I joined, maybe that's why. Just couldn't, the stream couldn't handle your presence. That's why. It was just too powerful. No, the game did not crash. It's just the Elgato capture card sometimes cuts out, and it will turn itself back on here in a second. I hope, at least. Usually it does. I just press activate and deactivate, and usually that fixes it. So, I just gotta wait. And sometimes I have to plug it in, sometimes I gotta plug it out, and then it comes back on over time. Let me do it one more time. It's inconsistent, but it will turn on. In a second. Maybe this is saving grace to skip the cutscene. I'm pretty sure I paused the cutscene anyway, so no, it didn't save anything. But I hope it turns on. So I had this issue when I was setting up the stream, right? And I just unplugged it, plugged it back in, and it turned back on. So, what's that? Okay, so I see that it's not picking up the... That would be it. Come on. Because I also don't know how this one works. So I don't know if I close out, if I close OBS, for example, I'm not sure, or this version of OBS, Stream Desk, I'm not sure if it will immediately, what's the word? If it will immediately close the stream, because it's so interlinked together. I hope it doesn't. So sometimes I have to do that, and it fixes it immediately. But welcome to the world of tech issues. If my stream isn't buffering, the Elgato's quitting. So... Oh! Give me game capture HD 60S as an option. Come on. Because before it had turned off. And it wasn't giving me it as an option. Come on. Alright, I'm going to try something risky. I'm going to close it out. And I'll open it back up, and that always fixes it. I hope it doesn't close the stream. Or I guess I could open game capture, but that might break it. Okay, I'm gonna close it, and I'll see if that doesn't work. Then I'll just start the stream again, and we'll just continue where we were. Just because Elgato hates me. It always does that. All right, hang on. Do you want to exit while live? Well, I don't really have another choice. I'll give it one more go. Hope that it fixes it. Usually it just buffers for a second and then it will fix itself. Okay, it's not reactivating. So, hang on, I'll exit while live and I'll restart it in a second. Okay. So what I did to fix it is I just switched back to regular OBS. And I guess I'm just going to go with regular OBS because that seems to work here. I do need to turn the audio back on, I think. Oh, wait, no, the audio's working. Okay, and I need to reset the chat. So I guess from now on, I'll just reuse regular OBS. I guess it just stinkers and like me. So, but that's kind of a BoomBringer stream in a nutshell. Is half the time it's just tech issues. So there we go. That is fixed. Then I think there was one other thing I needed here. I think it was something about my mic gain because I don't think I ever changed it on here. So I will just try to talk for the rest of the stream. I will just talk close to the mic. Just so hopefully my mic or my like mouth, not mouth, but my voice doesn't cut out. But other than that, I guess I will just regular OBS because for some reason it doesn't reconnect. Reconnects on regular OBS. Told you Streamlabs sucks. Well, maybe you're right. But there we go. It's actually kind of funny because what I did, I had to do a very risky, a very risky. I don't know if you would call that tech thing, but I had to do something risky with it. So I was streaming with Streamlabs OBS, and I closed it out and connected back with regular OBS, and it connected back to the stream with regular OBS because. I think with Streamlabs, you can only start in the stream, so once you close it out, it's over. But with Streamlabs, or regular OBS, I can save it. So, thank you, regular OBS. I guess Streamlabs, from what I understand, it just can reconnect, but it just wasn't. So I'm just gonna say it sucks and just
So
reuse
happy
it
to
again.
dance with you, even in this time of great turmoil and danger.
Oh yeah, cannon. We need the cannon. Oh yeah, the bison is upside down again. Yeah, there you go. It's back upside down. Yeah, that's good. I'll take that. Because now it's back in the old OBS settings, so I will have to adjust the mic gain again. And I'll take the settings that were in Streamlabs and I'll just apply them to OBS a little bit later. So I'll just try to talk loud and I hope my voice doesn't cut out. If it is, tell me and I'll definitely know the issue is still persisting. Sometimes when I'm talking, my noise gate will make my voice, like, if I'm not loud enough, it won't pick it up.
Makes change in time. Skylander will go on a special path.
Let's see.
Both
Shout to the
paths
top
are
and speed.
happy, but
Along the
can
way with this
only
path.
choose one.
Upgrade your hoops and cause spectacular explosions. Boom, we forgot to bring Boomer back. No, he kept dying, so I just decided at one point, I was like, he doesn't deserve to come back every time if he just dies over and over, so I was just like, you can vote for him if you want him, and people didn't vote for him, so he didn't come back. I'm trying to look at these. I remember I took one deaths. Why is there a health icon for that? Hold X while jumping to charge up your firing and jump through it. I think the top one is the I took. So, meanwhile, Zook. Yeah, but here's the thing: people voted for Zook. They didn't vote for Boomer. So this is a Locke and Nut speedrun. Yeah, I'm not really much of a speedrunner, I won't lie. I like to take my time going through the game. Poll, yeah, I guess I could have took a poll, but I just kind of looked at the chat and I saw top, so. Wait, it's multi-part, I'm dumb. Yeah, so, ooh, that fire. I wish I would have done that before I upgraded, but oh well. Yeah, this is just a, this is a long-standing series on my channel where it's Ultimate Luck. I need to get through all the games, and so far we've gotten through Spyros, Giants, Swap Force, Trap Team, and now we're on Superchargers without all of our characters dying. So, Zook is the only persisting character from all the games that's still in here, and Magnusharge has never died, so he's still here from Swap Force. The rest of the three on the roster are new additions that were voted in. Oh, and I guess this is a new stream, so we can use the money. I guess Trigger Happy got a lot of upgrades. Let's check Astro Blast. I know Camo got some, so I kind of want to see what Astro Blast is on with.
Ready, set, glow.
Hey man, do you believe that link that sprung up on Reddit this morning? No. I mean, I discussed it a little bit earlier in the stream, and I basically just talked that, and no, I don't think it is. The Skylander fans taking the obvious bait like no other. I mean, there's... I want leaks of Skylanders to be real, but name one time a Skylanders leak in the past couple of years has ever been real. Like, there was that entire channel for the guy named Portal Master where he did leaks from, like, Tiffany Tread something. I don't know what her last name was. And they were all fake. They were always fake. And it, like, his entire channel was based off of those videos for quite a while, which I will say, kind of half is the reason my channel exists, because it got me back into it, but they were all fake. So, yeah. I don't trust Skylander leaks. Can you still use the UFO card in this game? Yes, you can. I would show it to you, but we unlocked the UFO hat already, so I don't... And also, this game doesn't have a... if you go to the collection menu, there is no spot for the UFO hat. So you got Healing Elixir and a Life Trap. There is no spot for the UFO trap. Or not UFO trap, but the UFO item. There is one for Imaginators, so they brought the item back in Imaginators, like in the collection menu, and there's one for it in Trap Team, I do believe, and I know there's one in Swap Force. But there just isn't one in this game. You put the hat on it just unlocks the hat, and that's all it does. It just, like, you know, when you open a box and it just says hat, stats, press A to continue, it just gives you that. I don't pay attention to leaks. You don't have to pay attention to leaks because they're always fakes. They're never real. They're not like Fortnite leaks, for example. Fortnite leaks are always real for some reason. They're like, hey, guess what, guys? Doomslayer's coming to Fortnite, and then in like a year's time, Doomslayer's in Fortnite. Fortnite leaks are real. Skylander leaks are never real. They're like Smash Bros leaks. Smash Bros leaks are never real. Alright, let's see. What do we gotta do next? What's our next objective? We just go talk to Flynn. Check Camo's upgrades. I know well, Camo, I remember last time, he's actually on his path already, so I'm not that worried about it. I'll talk to Bud. Okay, that's what was the leak? I guess I could just show it again quickly, but let me pause for those that didn't see it. I'm only gonna do this one more time though, because I can't do it like several times for the poor souls. Oh wait, I guess I didn't have it on OBS. Oh wait, I guess I can still add window capture though. But basically, yeah, let me back to it. Add window capture in. No, that's the chat. I don't need that. Well, not letting me use Chrome EXE. I would like. Oh. Okay, well, I guess I just can't show it. But basically, in a nutshell, it's fake. Just go to the Skylanders Reddit, or actually, just rewind the stream. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. You can just rewind the stream, and it will pop up there. Basically, in a nutshell, it's fake. And it doesn't. You don't need to worry about it because it's not real. Your mic is cutting off again. That's because of the noise gate. That's the noise gate. I'll move the mic even closer to my mouth because I need to remove the noise gate and I need to check the settings. But if I remove the noise gate completely, you'll hear like little static from the microphone, and like air getting picked up and stuff like that. So I gotta have the noise gate to some degree, but I'll just move the mic closer to my mouth. It's like on a little axle hand, and I can move it back and forth. So I think the series will revive at one point. I'm not one of those guys that thinks it's like not gonna get revived at all. It made too much money for them to completely negate it forever. It will eventually come back in some capacity. Now, will it come back now? No, because here's the thing. This is how you make money. You pay, or you wait till the people that played it as a kid, when they have children, so they'll buy it for their children because they'll know, like parents that played it when they were a kid were like, oh, that game was awesome. I'll buy it for my kid and we get to re-experience it together. And that's what they do. It's banking on nostalgia. Where it's a little bit different with, like, I guess, Spyro and Crash because those are single-player games. But it's still same principle of banking on nostalgia, wait till people are older and have their own jobs and money. So I think eventually it will come back. It was made too much money to not. But will it come back right now? No, it will not. How did Buzz get all those dang greebles? I think he explained it. I wasn't paying attention, but I remember he always talks about how he like got them in a Minions monthly catalog or whatever. And they're just like in a little machine up above. Which I don't know if that's slavery. That kind of sounds like slavery if you ask me, but I guess if the greebles are okay with it, I guess it's fine.
I am Secret Ninja Commando Operative 11 and 3/5. It's my mission to issue your top secret supercharged challenge.
If the greebles kill you, are you getting rid of a Skylander? Well, those greebles can't kill you. Oh my gosh, get out of here. It's loading. I can't even do these in the lot. Now watch, I'll summon one of the greebles. They can't hurt you. They have toy mallets. Can't do anything to you. So, yeah, they can't do anything. And when you leave the area, they just get sucked back up. They can do 1 damage sometimes? What? I didn't know that. Are you sure? It's like 1 damage to their crit or something like that. I just play the games because they're good. In fact, all games are great or decent. This includes Imaginators and Superchargers. Yeah, well, Superchargers is actually one of the better ones. The 3rd best game in the whole series. And I know, like, people that aren't active in the Skylanders, like, and like think about it, usually say, well, Superchargers, that was the stinky car game. That one was bad. No, Superchargers was the one with the best story, some of the best gameplay in the series. They buffed old characters. It actually started off with Chaos winning for once and was not the it had another villain other than Chaos. It had the Darkness, which was overall the bigger arcing villain in the story instead of just Chaos. Superchargers is flat out the best story of Skylanders game, which isn't a high bar because it's Skylanders and it's made for 10-year-olds, but Superchargers hands down underrated and no one can tell me otherwise. Just telling you, if people turn that one setting on where you don't have to press the RT, you know, the trigger to go in the one car segments, they'd like it a lot more. It's such a small change, but it makes it so much more tolerable. Which Skylander has the worst story? Well, that's easy. That's Imaginators. I don't even know what's going on half the time in Imaginators. Just like, Rain! How do I do this? And Rain's like, do that. And then he does that, it fails. Cycle repeats itself for like 10 levels. The leak looks real fake because of the image of the game isn't real. Well, here's the thing. It's not because the game is fake, because how mock-ups work when they're presenting it to executives is they take the old product and basically just show a really, really, really rough image of just saying, this is how it will work. This is not how it will look. This is just how an example of it might look. And this is how it will work. So, using old game footage for a mock-up for a remaster is nothing new. If anything, that's what they would probably do. The only problem with the leak was that they were using XPEG footage, which Toys for Bob didn't even make. So, that is the problem. But also, they had white X and Y buttons. And if this is for the Switch I'm pretty sure uses gray and black X and Y buttons. So, why would there be Wii U prompts on a game that's not getting a Wii U release? It doesn't make any sense. Not for a mock-up, at least.
Yeah, I'm following you. Let's start things off with a boom, right?
Alright, this level actually can kind of tear you up. The snipers, and a lot of the enemies in this level do pretty decent damage, plus the perspective can screw you up as well. I will give Superchargers credit that most people don't understand. Every single level has a unique gimmick. So, let's see, what the first level is just kind of the first level, doesn't really have a unique gimmick, but every single level after that has a unique gimmick. So the second level, riding on the back of a dragon. Second level is moving through the clouds and having used the horn to like figure out where you're at. This level, different perspectives, like you're upside down, you're sideways. I'd have to look at the other levels. I know like Battle Brawl, its gimmick is it's literally just fighting. There's no puzzles or anything, just straight fighting. There's that one level where you have to use the magnets, the positive and the negative. Basically, every single level has a gimmick. Yeah, I like this level's gimmick too. But I'm just saying, every single level, Superchargers is unique. People don't think about that. There's a level where you get big. There's a level where you get small. Like, every single level has a gimmick and is rememberable because of that. Yeah, Spellpunk Library. Everything's like sort of cell shaded with the books, and it's 2D perspective most of the time. Every single level has a gimmick. Nobody gives it enough credit though. The Superchargers have one of those reality shifting levels. It depends on what you mean by reality shifting. I guess like the Spellpunk Library is kind of reality shifting, right? Like you go inside of a book, I guess. Now I'm in the mood to play Supercharger. You know, I've noticed that if you watch footage or a YouTube video of something, a lot of times it makes you want to play it. Like if I watch a clip from like Left 4 Dead or Call of Duty Zombies, right? Well, dang, Call of Duty Zombies, that was a bunch of fun. I kind of want to play Call of Duty Zombies, or I want to, I should put in the disc for Left 4 Dead 2. That sounds kind of fun. It's the same thing for every game. It's just like, oh man, it does sound kind of fun. And that's typically how it goes. I remember I even showed my cousins one time, I think my Thank You Skylanders video, and they're like, huh, I don't want to play Skylanders now. It's just the same thing.
Special Agent 321 designation Softpaw at your service and reporting for duty. Operation Little Lost Sheep
Is it Battle Brawl the next level? If Battle Brawl is the next level, then we can probably... We might do Battle Brawl. Because I don't want the stream to cut out, because nobody likes that. That's stinky. If the stream's cut out, that's lame. So I was hoping we could do 2 levels of stream, but we did really half of a level today. Or half of what? We did a level and a half, because we're doing this level in full. And we did Stratosphere's level. We did half of that level, basically. Maybe 75%. But if Battle Brawl is the next one, I might do it. It is the next level? Okay. I'll do that. And then, yeah, there's Demo Derby's level gimmick that's only vehicle. Yeah, see, every single... Oh, I need to not get sniped. I need to kill that guy before he kills me. See, every single level has a gimmick. I honestly, I really... Every single time I think about it, I'm like, man, I need to make a video defending Superchargers and tell everybody why it's great, because I feel like it gets crapped on. Not in Imaginators, but Imaginators deserves what it gets crapped on for. Superchargers, I get it. Car game. We know like car game. But the thing with Superchargers is, while the gimmick might be a little bit stupid, it's not bad. It's a stupid idea that's actually executed pretty well, honestly. And the game overall is good. I mean, is it kind of short? Yeah, it's pretty short. Only like 13 levels long. But that's just because they have less time every year to develop these things. Swap Force, they started that during Spyro's Adventures development. It just... The ideas, they keep having to come out with things and development time. I get it. The games got shorter because of that. But... the game turned out good. Like... The darkness twist or whatever. Skylanders is not a game that needs a twist ending where you think you win. I remember first playing it and I was a little bit disappointed by the chaos fight. I'm like, man, that's it? And then they pull the twist out and they're like, actually, no, that's not all. Here, and then the darkness comes out and it pulls you into a vortex where that is cool. Even for a Skylanders game, that is really cool, like the text getting swept into a vortex or whatever, as it, like, as a fake credits, that is cool. Where they have their own, like, little song, where it's go, you know, the darkness, you set us free, and it's giving me these fake out credits. It's great. I love it. And people don't give Superchargers any credit for any of this stuff. The unique levels, the buffing of characters, the refining of Swap Force gameplay, best story, a new villain that isn't Chaos, that's actually the overarching bad guy. Chaos gets, like, character development. There's a twist plot ending, and nobody talks about any of this. Yeah, it's just, they don't give it enough credit for what it is. They're just like, horror game. I think I like Swap Force better. It had a better gimmick. Like, yeah, it might have had a better gimmick, but overall, Superchargers has the guts where it counts. It's good. People just don't give it enough credit. And I know I'm ranting and rambling, and I probably should save it for a video, but I'm lazy. Maybe one of these days I'll get around to making a video about it. You just blew my mind, Broom. I'm just saying, I'm just listing these things that come off, like, just off the top of the brain. Sure, does Superchargers have... Oh, also, by the way, I totally forgot this. Online racing with 4 players, crossover characters, and online 2-player co-op for the first time and only time in the series. So anybody that's saying Superchargers is bad is just straight up wrong. Superchargers is my number 1. You see, it's not even my number 1, but you have to give Superchargers credit where it counts. It has all of that. So much stuff, and nobody gives it credit for anything. Wait, put on that mod? Oh, okay, I didn't even look what we got. Let's see, is this one we need?
Full Metal Fender.
Hey, look at that armor, holy moly. A little bit minus on the acceleration, but 450? Yes, please. Yeah, Superchargers has online. A lot of people don't even realize that. If, like, for example, if I'm playing on Xbox One, which I'm playing on the Series X, Xbox One, Series X, same thing. If I go over go over this. Most of the time you can't. Stuck. I will say Superchargers, sometimes the car gimmick is a little bit finicky. I will say that much. But when it works fine. Yeah, but there are online, there's online racing and online co-op. You just have to press like join in progress, or if you go to, what is it? Friends. There's a friends section right here. Go right here. And then, for example, I know it's kind of covered up by chat, but like, look, there I am. I can press invite, and then, or I can press join when they're obviously playing the game online. I can press Y. I can view their collection. Oh, look, I can view their entire collection. Stuff like that. And then Swap Force kind of had this mechanic. You couldn't join, but you could wear your friends' hats. Where you can't do that in this version, but that's kind of a minor feature removed for the replacement of just full-on co-op gameplay. So, yeah.
Skylander, you have infiltrated the
Vehicles are cool. They don't feel as forced into the game as I mentioned. Here's the thing. I get it. The vehicles, for those that don't agree with that sentiment, they are kind of forced in some segments. But only land vehicles are forced. And those segments are pretty decently short. I'd say you don't have to do the sky areas. You don't have to do the sea areas if you don't want to. You only have to do the land vehicles, which aren't that bad. And you can play them as whatever character you want. Where in Imaginators, they force the stupid chests onto you even if you don't want them. Sometimes to go on in an area, you have to open the stupid Imaginators chest. I get it. It doesn't take that long to open it up. But guess what? I don't want your stupid Imaginator chest if I'm not using a Imaginator character. Even if I'm playing as the senseis, I don't want these stupid chests. Where the vehicle, I'm still using the vehicle constantly. Where an Imaginator stuff, I'm not always using the Imaginator's parts and stuff like that. So I don't want them. Also, yeah, hats are randomized in this game, and there's a hat shop. Which I'm fine with that. They don't need to specifically put hats in certain areas. I think it's nice when they are, but I don't think it deters the game like, oh man, I need to go to this level because I really want this hat. I think it's fine that things are randomized. Sure, you can't get the specific thing you want. That's fine. Because it's not like I'm like been irking for a hat. I'm like, man, I need this hat and I want it now. Yeah, most of the time it's fine. And I can just wait for it to show up in the shop, or I can keep setting the shop. Oh wait, I guess I need to go back. There was the treasure chest in one of the things, so I might have to go back into the place. Oh yeah, the bomb blew up. Yeah, the Imaginate chests were unnecessary and they're annoying. Especially when the little snail shows up. I hate that guy. I know most of the time you can run past him, but I have to hear his goofy theme music and him go, like, laugh at me the entire time when I just run past him and I don't care about him. Imaginators is bad. It has bad story, bad levels, nerfed old characters, forced gimmick. I don't care about the Imaginators. I don't want to make a cringe Sonic OC. Get it out of my face. Where Superchargers might force the car segments onto you, but guess what? It doesn't matter. Because you still get to play the character you want, and the car segments are limited. Where the chests are always shoved in your face. Snail guy. Yeah, I hate the snail guy. The slug chest. Are you good friends with any SkyTubers? I mean, Myntiac, I guess, if he wants to call himself a SkyTuber. I know I don't. I don't like the term. I think it's kind of cringe. Yeah, I make Skylander videos and content, but SkyTuber, I always say it on streams. I don't like the term. But I'm in good terms with Myntiac. He's been on streams and stuff before. And I would say that's about it. A lot of people ask me to do collabs all the time, and I just say no because I don't want to. This channel is about me and the stuff that I've created, and I only publish stuff on it that I want to make. You know, it makes sense. Well, would you like to be in a collab where we do this and that? And I'm like, well, not really, because I don't want to do that. Well, I think it'd be cool. Well, I want to do it. So that's why most of the time when it comes to Discord DMs, I always ignore Discord DMs. The best way to reach me is actually just on the Discord server and pinging me. I will respond to that most of the time. Yeah. I don't want to. See, Myntiac doesn't like it either. He doesn't like the term. I don't like it. Do I hate anybody that makes Skylanders content? No. They're all fine. Well, maybe except Skylander boy and girl. I don't like them. They're nasty. Not them themselves. It's the dad. But everybody else is fine. They're doing their own thing, and that's fine. But I don't know. I don't really have it. I'm fine. Like, I'm fine with being friends with Myntiac. I think there was a guy named Jamie. I was friends with him a little bit on the Discord. He made some pretty good stuff, and he was underrated. But I never did a collab with him. The only technical collab I've ever even done was with Myntiac on that, like the American Psycho Skylander meme, and that was it. That's because it was a meme. I like memes. That's the whole channel's about. All right, let's see. Can I make it in time? Can I just run past the lasers? Don't get bombed. Don't get bombed. All right, there we go. Got hurt a little bit, but we got it. I got beef with Skylander Gaming TV, not that I know of. I haven't really watched his stuff. I mean, I think we've communicated like once or twice, but I don't really know anything about him. Out of curiosity, does Myntiac send weird DMs to everyone? That sounds in character from Myntiac, but you can ask him. He's here. So, yeah, let's see Paul or Alan's Skylander. Myntiac, you say you're changing the Skylander reverse name. All right. Kind of curious to what you're changing it to. I kind of don't even know. I haven't looked too much into reverse. I'm not sure what it is. Which Skylander game do you think is the most boring? Well, most boring. I mean, Imaginators is pretty bad overall, but if I'm not gonna hate on Imaginators for like the 900th time, is it an undead zone? Did I not even notice that? No, it says it's magic, bro. What are you talking about? Maybe it was undead zone when I walked into that gate, but it's magic now. Right in the middle. Okay, we're good. But I don't know. That's kind of my thought process on like collabs and being friends with other content creators. I'm not opposed to the idea, but I just don't want to do it. Not now, at least. I think if Skylanders like was brought back, then I'd be more opposed, or not opposed. I'd be more down with the idea of doing more stuff with people. Skylander Gamer TV is just listening to someone stutter for 30 minutes. See, I didn't know if he ever fixed that. I think I saw one of his video once, and it just didn't seem very scripted. There was a lot of ums and uhs and stutters, which I get. But even when I've made videos like that, I've had a little bit of stutters and ums. But I usually take the time if I'm repeating myself or something like that. I usually try to cut out those stutters and. Because I want the information usually to be more compact and not repetitive. So, I mean, I didn't know, I haven't watched his stuff in a long time. I watched like one video and I was like, yeah. But from what I've heard, he's gotten a little bit better about that. I'm not sure though. So, I do know his favorite game is Imaginators, I did remember that he made a video hating on Superchargers. But that's kind of all I know about him, and he's just doing his own thing. I'm doing my own thing. So, can you still play Skylander Superchargers on iOS? Yes and no. You can. I think you can play the first level, or yes, you can if you have the game still downloaded on an old machine. But no, you cannot download the full game anymore because they shut the servers down for you to download the full game. But I mean, do you really want to play Skylanders on the iPad or an iPhone? It's so cheap for you to just pick up like an Xbox 360 or a PS3 or heck, even a Wii U and just play the game that way. You get the full, complete experience. And if you pick up the Wii U version to play Donkey Kong and Bowser, and I don't know, I think it's better if you just pick up a different version, even if you have access to that one. I think the console versions are just going to be a better experience overall. I'm playing Trap Team for 3DS, and it's really it. Well, actually, I've heard Trap Team for 3DS isn't that great. I've heard that out of the 3DS games, I think it's the weakest, if we're not counting Superchargers Racing. Which I don't even think Superchargers Racing is actually that bad. I think it's alright. It is what it is. I think it's fun at its core. Does it look good graphically? No. But it's pretty alright. So get an instant version of every Superchargers. You mean like on the iOS? Because I know on like Trap Team iOS. Oh, I guess I didn't. But Trap Team on iOS, they actually, if you added a character in, like took ownership of him, you got an instant version of every single version of that character. Like if I registered a Series 1 Boomer on Trap Team on the iPad, well, guess what? I have an instant Boomer now. And I thought that was super cool. That was a feature they added in later, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunately, I don't have it on my iPad anymore. I would love to show it off, but I think I deleted it and then I gave that iPad to my dad. Which I don't even think he uses that iPad anymore, so I probably shouldn't have just given him that iPad mini or whatever it was, but oh well. Yeah, the Grillex racetrack is pretty cool. For those that don't know, in Superchargers Racing, there's a racetrack that has Drillex on it. Well, maybe it's not Drillex, it's Grillex. It's like a grilling level. So I think Skylanders will return this year? Nah, not this year. Maybe in a good 5 or... Well, maybe in like 2030. Give it to like 2030, which I know nobody likes to hear that answer, but it's realistic. It's realistic. So, did I watch Andor? I watched the first episode, and I think maybe a little bit of the second episode, and I got bored. So I'm not saying it's bad, I just haven't watched all of it. I'm just saying that I got bored of it. So, but I have been watching Better Call Saul and replaced. The first 2 seasons of Better Call Saul were kind of slow and stinky garbage. But once you get past that, pretty good. Which I hate saying that about a TV show, because nobody wants to sit through hours upon hours of garbage, but I got through it and it's getting pretty good.
When the guards arrive, I've seen things I can't unsee, even when my eyes are
Bro, what the
closed.
hell was that black background on T-Bone? I think it was just a black background. I mean, I haven't watched it yet. I watched Ben 10. I'm not gonna lie. I know this is a hot take. As a kid, I never really cared for Ben 10. I don't think it's bad, and I think if I gave it another go this time, I think I'd like it, but I never really cared for it. Same with on Nickelodeon. I never cared for Avatar that much because it was story-based. I don't know about Ben 10, but I do remember Avatar being story-based, and I didn't really care about that. I wanted to watch SpongeBob, or Danny Phantom, or Fairly Odd Parents, or Jimmy Neutron, Invader Zim. Oh, Superchargers moment. Car was getting a little bit janky there. But, I don't know. Ben 10 never really spoke to me. I was more of a, on Cartoon Network, I was like Courage the Cowardly Dog, Flapjack, Chowder, stuff like that. SpongeBob is the best. Yeah, no cap. SpongeBob actually is my favorite TV show of all time. And my favorite movie, too. The first SpongeBob movie is my favorite movie. Omniverse is the best. Is that the one that has Kevin in it? I did like Kevin. I thought he was funny. Because I know there's just that one clip where he's like, taking care of a woman is like taking care of a car. And she's like, and? Like, no. Since I've made a mistake of some kind. Now that's funny. I like that. That one's funny. But I just never got into Ben 10, so. Ever watch Regular Show? Regular Show is my favorite Cartoon Network show. Flat out. I will say that much. I love Regular Show. And Adventure Time. I haven't finished Adventure Time yet, but I have finished Regular Show. And Regular Show is my favorite Cartoon Network show of all time. I've seen SpongeBob Camp Coral. No, I haven't seen that one. I've only seen the regular SpongeBob and then the first 2 movies. I heard the 3rd movie wasn't that great, and I know there's Camp Coral and there's a Patrick show, and I have not seen any of those. But I'm kind of one of those guys that just, if I see anything SpongeBob, I don't know. I always like SpongeBob, even in the bad episodes. It just brings me actual, just genuine joy, because I just enjoy SpongeBob that much. What about Gumball? Yeah, I've seen Gumball. I like Gumball too. I think Gumball is like, when it comes to Cartoon Network shows, there's like, when I group Cartoon Network shows, I think of like, there's Regular Show and Adventure Time, and then like, I think Gumball is like the 3rd wheel in that group. I don't like it nearly as much, but Gumball is a pretty good show. And I love the fire. We don't have a fire. Okay. It's a good show. I like the like switches between like, it has like stop motion, it has puppets, got 3D animations, got 2D. It's very creative, and I like that. But do I like it more than like Adventure Time and regular show? For me personally, no. But is it a good show? Yes, I do like it. Do you think the console games should have done what the 3DS games and had double jump and sprint all, or sprint and all? They always made you feel more mobile. You see, I'm actually not a big fan of the 3DS games. I did play through Giants to completion. I thought it was alright. I played a couple of levels of Swap Force. I think I played the first level of Trap Team. And then I played a little bit into Spyro's Adventure. I did not like Spyro's Adventure on the 3DS because you had to run and sprint and you couldn't explore that much. The Hector guy would show up and he would force you to like speed run the level. Did not care for that. I like Giants because you were able to take a little more time with it, and I just haven't played the other two. But Spyro's Adventure, I don't know. I don't really care for the 3DS. You know what I do appreciate about the Skylander games on the 3DS? Their gameplay, except Superchargers, is the same throughout, and I appreciate that. Because like when you get to Swap Force, the gameplay feels different because it's made by a different team. Well, Swap Force on 3DS plays exactly like Spyro's Adventure and Giants on the 3DS, except all the characters are now built in if you scan them in. I do appreciate that. The solar field heats up and does damage to enemies that get close. Yeah, I'll buy that. Uncle Grandpa. I actually like Uncle Grandpa. I know that might be a hot take, but I think Uncle Grandpa wasn't that bad. But going back to the Skylanders jumping stuff, I am always going to be a Skylanders purist, like a Pokemon Gen 1er. I think Skylanders was better without jump. And I know that's kind of a hot take, it feels like, but first two games, gameplay-wise, I think we're the best two. I think Superchargers is the third runner-up, or when it comes to it's the best out of the jumping games, as I like to call them. But, I don't know. I really think that, I think the games were better without jumping. I enjoyed the gameplay. I don't know. I didn't enjoy in Trap Team where there was like a million like, well, jump over the Chaos rings in the boss fight, or jump over the rings in Chompy Mage's boss fight. Like I didn't enjoy the jumping gameplay nearly as much. I know not all the games rely on jumping over shockwaves and stuff in their boss fights, but I do not enjoy the jumping games nearly as much. I think they're fine, and I think they're good games. They're just not as good, in my opinion. So, I am a Spyros and Giants purist. But the other games aren't bad. They're not. They're enjoyable games. Just, in my opinion, not good. Yeah, I gotta hug these guys. They can't really do that much as they miss. And I get that new upgrade where I do damage. Okay. Careful around this. So as soon as jumping was added, so many shockwaves were added. So they were like, oh, you can jump now. Well, I think that's kind of Toys for Bob's boss fight cycles. What's the right word for it? I can't remember it. Bullet hell. That's what it is. They've been doing that even in Spyros and Giants, but you just couldn't jump over. You had to avoid it. Bullet hell is what it's called. And they do that all the time in a boss fight. I think even one of... It was either in the Toys for Bob live stream, one of them, or their Giants anniversary video, they were like, bullet hell. I know who designed this level. I remember them saying that about one. And I can't remember which level it was, but Toys for Bob had a tendency to develop those. Even in the games where you couldn't jump. But I just was not a big fan of the bullet hell combined with jumping, because sometimes the depth perception, it would be kind of annoying, it'd be hard to dodge stuff. I didn't like it. Again, was not bad, it's just didn't like it nearly as much. And I remember you can kind of just go through here. It doesn't matter if you get shocked. No punishment. It doesn't reset you to the end. I kind of like that. Again, I talked about this earlier on the past live stream. I enjoy that these lock puzzles, they don't break the flow of gameplay. I think somebody said that last time. They're super easy. If you want, you can go directly to the end. No difficulty. But if you want to get the extra stuff, it's just going to take a little bit of extra time. Not much, but you got to go grab them. And of course, I want the extra Portal Master rank up rewards so we can potentially either get more XP, more money, or we can get saved when we're about to die. So, but I enjoy these Locke puzzles. I think actually Swap Force, I hate on Swap Force sometimes a little bit because I like Spyro's and Giant's gameplay more, and I didn't appreciate them changing it. But I do say I think I like Swap Force's Locke puzzles the most. I like them. They reward you for getting the extra stuff. They actually give you money. And I enjoy that they give you an extra reward in this too. So I will say Vicarious Visions did better. They did better on Locke puzzles than Toys for Bob. I enjoy the imp, and I think he's cute. I think he's cuter than... well, I guess they put the imp in this game. He's in the Locke puzzles. Little monster imp. He's in this one. But, like, for example, in Imaginators, I don't like... Here, I'm not going to go onward. I don't enjoy, like, the little food fight, little broccoli-looking man that's in, like, the ones that's in Trap Team. I don't like that guy. I like the imp. I like, I think it's Spark and Jolt. They're fine, too. I can deal with them. But I don't really enjoy the Imaginator Locke puzzles at all. I know they're kind of the same thing as Toys for Bob's Locke puzzles, but I don't understand why they didn't just bring the imp back. Like, you have him in Spyro's, you have him in Giants, and you have him in Trap Team, which are games developed by you. And he's in Superchargers. While that wasn't developed by them, it was there. And they just threw like, all right, food fight broccoli looking spinach guy. I know it might be identical to the Trap Team, but I'm just complaining. It's a nitpick, is what it is. I just like the imp more. I'm nostalgic for him. Thoughts on Boomjet? I think he's pretty good. Now the OG Locke puzzles are better. I mean, that's fine. I just think there are some times where they just kind of, you have to sit and it's annoying. I mean, at least they brought out Blaster Mine and you can skip Locke puzzles, or you can just buy the Locke puzzle skips, but sometimes I don't want to do the stupid Locke puzzles. Alright? I don't think they're fun. And I like Superchargers Locke puzzles for that. You just get directly to it. Same with Swap Force. So. Ranking for every Skylander game from best to worst. I do this every stream, but I'll give it a best. Or I'll give it another go. Best games, Giants. Second best game, Spyro's Adventure. Then Superchargers. Then Trap Team. Then Swap Force and Imaginators. I am kind of a Swap Force hater, but it is what it is. It's got a lot of content. I agree. It does. But do I enjoy all the content that's packed in there? No. Like, most of the content is, like, time trial levels, speed through the level, which is fine. Only part that I enjoy about those is you can actually compete with people on your friends list. That is cool. But other than that, it's like, get a certain amount of score on this level, and then you get that amount of score, and you're done with... I don't really enjoy it that much. Yeah, we gotta spin the bison. I know it's boss fight time, but I'm just ranting. So, oh wait, I couldn't pull up the wheel because Google Chrome was acting a bit weird for me. That's right. Let's see. Can I get it work for me now? Oh, it's working now. So for those that didn't know, this was the leak. It wasn't working for me before. For those that I already showed this once in stream, but I'll show it again. Blah blah. Says compilation title coming up, game description, play through the first 3 games, HD, no figures, blah blah. Here's some names. Potential Quadrant 4 2023. Mock-up, like scroll for the characters. And then this is the only part that I think is, I don't believe it, is the fact that it's a screenshot of XPEC, even though I know it's a mock-up, so it doesn't really matter. And it has X and Y as the buttons. And why are they white? I don't understand, because Switch buttons aren't that color. And why would it be the XPEC port of the game for the 360 and PS3 when the Wii version is better in gameplay-wise, and they have the Wii U version of the game that's HD? It just doesn't make any sense. I get it. It's a mock-up, but I don't think this is real. I just think it's funny because a news article reported on it. Which they basically just said, look, on the Skylanders subreddit, they said that thing. They put the picture. And that's it. But, alright, let's spin the wheel. Is this it? Oh, yeah. So I made an extra wheel. If if they die during a vehicle segment, they dead, bozo, or they will live. It will live! Which we don't have to use that yet. Well, we might have to use it here in a second, but let's spin this wheel. Oh no, bro. Oh no, it's Camo! And I don't think Camo's gotten a lot of screen time either, so he's probably not a high level, which means he does not have a lot of health. So that's bad. That's extremely bad. Oh, hell no. Oh no, bro. Yeah, exactly. Actually, hang on. Let's put back on Astro Blast. I'm gonna check his level and his health.
Ready, set, glow.
Alright, so he is level 8, 431 health. Let's check Trigger Happy. I'm only checking the new characters. I want to compare their health at what current level they're at. Okay, level 6, 450. And then Camo. Let's see where he's at. Is Zook very good? Yes, he's very good. I recommend taking him on the cacti path. Cacti path? Cactus? Whatever. You know what I mean. Okay, he's actually got 500. That's not bad. At level 6. Okay, that's not bad. Got his turkey hat on. Hopefully. Oh, ownership. Yeah, give me that. Hopefully the vehicle gods bless us. Alright, here we go. Upgrade the shield striker? Well, I can't now. I can't. I'm not a supercharger. You need to be a supercharger to upgrade this vehicle. Or not upgrade this vehicle. But here, he'll say it when I load in. Bye-bye horns. Yeah, Camo, it removes his horns.
Unless, of course, you were planning on breaking the old fool out.
Alright, here we go.
Well, I hate to disappoint you.
You still main Dr. Mario in Smash Bros? Yes, sir.
But
I do.
Lord Chaos has other plans for him. So, ready yourself for battle, Skylander, and prepare to wallow in a footbath of epic failure.
Yeah. Oh no, bro. Only a supercharger Skylander can customize vehicles.
Only a supercharger Skylander can come.
Give it the tool you wish for, Skylander. A duel
Oh no.
of God. Have start your engine.
Only a supercharger Skylander can customize vehicles.
Leave me alone. My dog's barking also in the background, so that's kind of cool. Wait, can I disable getting hurt? Yeah. Okay. Normally that hurts you quite a bit, but I can just hold up the shield striker's shield and we should be good. Also, I don't know if you guys can actually even hear my dog barking in the background. If you can, tell me and I'll go deal with him. Go let him out or whatever, give him a treat. He's old, so he doesn't know what he's even barking at half the time. So far, this boss fight hasn't been that bad. Oh boy. Okay, so we do have to... I know he summoned some minions in here in a second. Like, they're like little chompies in the little vehicles, and they're kind of annoying, because I think they just try to self-destruct on you. My favorite level in the whole series, I feel like I've answered that question before, but I can't remember what my answer would be. Just Skylanders overall has a lot of levels that I like. Maybe Drillex or the final level of Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. I just played that one a bunch as a kid, so I'm really, I don't know, biased towards it. How did they give the Shield Striker a move that and agree that it isn't overpowered and can stay in the game? Well, Shark Tank can kind of do that too. But it's mostly probably because it's like, well, as long as it's not the starter pack one, I'm fine with it. As long as I have to pay extra for this figure, it's alright. Yeah, the shield carries. Well, because I picked the vehicle in particular because I knew good old noobs were going to be like, oh, yeah.
You gotta pick the hot streak. Hot streak is the best. I've only ever had hot streak, so it must be the best one. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that, buddy. So I just picked the shield striker myself.
I think some group discussion will be helpful.
Oh, get these choppies off me, bro. But yeah, shield striker is really, I don't honestly say, out of the land vehicles, probably my favorite one. Double Dare's trigger happy. His vehicle is pretty good too. I like it. My least favorite Skylander, probably Myntiac. Like overall, just out of all Skylanders. Like, Blastermine at least has the redeeming quality of where he can, gosh, that is so many chompies. Okay, they die like instantaneously, like most chompies do, so that's, I guess it's fine. What about the bone buggy? I thought it was called the toon buggy. Is it? I thought it was the toon buggy. I could be wrong. But that one's fine. I can live with that one.
Looks like it's just you, me.
I thought Myntiac was going. No, he's kind of got a high-pitched voice. But no, I don't really like Myntiac. I didn't enjoy his gameplay. I didn't really enjoy his character. I just didn't like him that much. Head Rush is kind of bad too, but at least she does the funny yodel, so I can live with that. Does everyone like Wildfire, including me? Yeah, I think Wildfire is a pretty beloved character overall. He was a Wave 1 character, so a lot of people were able to get him for Trap Team. Also, he came with the Dark Starter Pack, so Wildfire is just a cool character overall. Alright, yeah, Shield Striker is hard carrying this, alright? Yeah, Wildfire does a lot of damage. He kind of got nerfed in Superchargers, but most of the Trap Masters did. And most of the cores from Trap Team actually got a buff. So, he's still good, though. He doesn't feel as satisfying as he does in Trap Team. Or, yeah, just Trap Team, I guess, because Imaginator still uses the Superchargers engines, and he's probably even more nerfed in that game. But, I don't know. I think Wildfire overall, he's still a good character, even in all the games. Maybe not in Imaginators, but most characters are bad in Imaginators. I have an order for Shortcut right about now to come in. Is he good? Yeah, he is one of the actual characters that is really good still in Superchargers and especially Imaginators. Because, so there's take the path where when he summons puppets, it heals himself. It's one of his attacks because he's supposed to be a voodoo doll. He summons puppets. When he summons the puppets, I think when they explode is when he gets health back. But you can just keep summoning the only in Superchargers and Imaginators. Ooh, getting a lot of shield here. Okay, there we go. Doesn't matter. We got him. Easy peasy. But yeah, in Imaginators, he can, and Superchargers too, but he can keep summoning the minions down over and over, because when he summons a new batch, it kills the old batch, and that heals him. So you can just keep summoning them, like just keep. It's B on Xbox. If you just spam the B button, you'll keep healing yourself.
Portomaster powers. Each Portomaster rank gives you access to new Portomaster powers.
Now we could get gold game, but I think XP gain is a better choice, because I think it's going to be harder if these characters don't get to level 20 by the end of Superchargers. If they get to I think it's going to be harder for them to get XP, because you get like less XP, I'm pretty sure, in Imaginators for older characters. So I would rather get XP gain, because that gives us more health, which means it's harder for us to die. So I'm going to take XP gain over gold. Plus, I guess every stream we get that little gold healing elixir. The gold from the healing elixir, at least. Why is Trap Team on PS4 so hard to get for a good price? Good question. But the good reason is just why some Skylanders are expensive. It's simple supply and demand. Since the games were never available digitally, you have to find a physical copy. And since everybody has a PS4 or PS5 now these days, they want to get the game and relive it. Well, guess what? there was less copies made for the next-gen consoles, and they're harder to obtain. So, they're more expensive. Now, was there a lot of them made? Yeah, a lot of them were made. Less? Yeah, probably. But there's also just supply and demand. Even if the same amount of them were made as, like, the PS3 version, people want the PS4 one more. Supply and demand. It's going to be more expensive. And that is why. It's funny, I actually got the Trap Team Starter Pack at my Walmart, like, I think during the Imaginators era, for $5. It was in the clearance aisle. And I was like, yes, I'm happy I got that, so I don't have to pay, like, $50 for Trap Team on PS4. Yeah, supply goes down, demand is high, price goes up. That's basic economics. Exactly. Has anyone seen a Robo in store before? I have, because I bought him. When he first came out, I went to Toys R Us. I was not having another dark or light situation from Trap Team where I missed out on the adventure packs. So, I went and got him instantaneously.
Well, if by setbacks you mean the Skylanders, then...
There's no setbacks. Everything's fine here. Just fine.
I got a pre-owned copy of Trap Team at GameStop for $10. GameStop usually doesn't sell the Skylander games for very expensive. I will say that because, according to their logic, the games themselves shouldn't be expensive. It's the figures that are expensive, and I agree with that logic mostly. For example, like Polar Whirlwind is expensive, but if I want to get a copy of Giants for the 360, it's really cheap. Polar Whirlwind's on that disc, right? But I need the figure to unlock it. So that's why the figures are usually more expensive than the game. Unless it's like Spyro's Adventure on PC, Imaginators on Switch, or some of the next-gen versions for PS4 and Xbox One. So.
And chaos. Which reminds me, say hi to your...
Wait, Skylanders are still in GameStops? No, but that was their logic most of the time. And that's just kind of how some game stores usually acted around Skylanders, too.
Here goes nothing.
Some not Skylanders, but some GameStops actually kind of break the rules and will sometimes hold and carry old games that get traded in. Most of the time, they're supposed to send them back to the factory, basically just to get destroyed, which is terrible. Because I got a bunch of the Pokemon GBA games at a GameStop a couple of years back, and they had been out of circulation for a long time. I think they were, I don't know, I bought all of them they had, except I didn't buy Ruby. I bought Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Sapphire from that shop, and they also had Ruby, but I was like, I wanted Fire Red and Leaf Green, but I didn't really care about having Ruby and Sapphire. So, sometimes GameStops will carry older stuff. Sometimes. Most of the time, not, because they're not supposed to, but sometimes GameStops will go against that rule and their manager will say, just keep it. It makes us more money. People want the old stuff, so don't get rid of it. Now, Skylanders are in high demand, so they would probably get rid of those most of the time, or they would put them on the accessory rack in a pre-owned bag, because the GameStop I went to, I asked them about if they had Imaginators on Switch. I always ask, because GameStop sells it for $20 instead of like $120. So I was asking him about it, and he's like, no, but we do have a Skylanders portal. They had a Skylanders portal. It was like a Superchargers portal. I think it was a universal one for like PS3, PS4, Wii U, even and PC. It was just a Superchargers portal sitting on their back rack. So they occasionally carry stuff for it, but only if they're given, obviously, if they're pre-owned stuff. Sometimes they carry it, but rarely. It's best to go to stuff like Vintage Stock. If you've ever seen one of those, look those up. They usually have Skylanders out the wazoo. Now, sometimes they do price them at a wacky price. Like, there was a Magna Charge that was $15, and I'm like, I'm not paying that. And then sometimes they have a Series 1 Chop Chop that's like $2 or $3, and I'm like, okay, that's not bad. For, like, most of the time, like, most of the time, what is it? I always say Skylanders checklist, and it's not that. I'm trying to fix myself and not say it anymore. But basically, from that website, you can get a lot of the Series 1 characters for dirt cheap. Not Skylanders. What is it? My brain is forever programmed because all the apps I had on my iPad as a kid to say Skylanders checklist when I see that initials. I'm programmed. Character list. That's what it's Skylanders character list. That website, for those that don't know, look up Skylanders characters list, and that's where you can buy Skylanders for dirt cheap. The whole shop is dedicated to Skylanders, and it's safe, and I bought from there all the time. Yeah, okay, yeah, I see the character list. A minute. Yeah, I had a bunch of iPad apps when I was a kid, and I think they might have used the same abbreviation, so I always say character list for some weird reason. But yeah, I think the website is down for the week because he's like doing maintenance, stuff like that. But, or maybe it's not, I'm not sure. I just remember getting an email about it. But yeah, he is great to buy from. He's a great seller. Skylanders come in great condition. They're already reset when you get them. It's awesome. Yeah, Jason. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Wait, Jackson? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but yeah, it's a good place to order from. My brain immediately saw it, and I was like, Jason. But there's an X there. Wait, with S and X, can they be a substitute for each other? I don't think they can. I don't know. I could be wrong. Oh, say it like Jackson. Okay. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Ready for a new magical upgrade?
Looks like we can get an upgrade. Big Shack EXE, you have asked me what my favorite level is multiple times, and I've already told you. It's the Chaos level. Or from the first game, at least. Let's see, what do we get? We got a food stand. That's useless. All right. Yeah, but Matt's a goat. He's great to buy from. I highly recommend if you're getting back into Skylanders or you want to buy some cheap Skylanders, buy from him. The shipping is always $5. I know they ship in the U.S. I think they started shipping out to other not states, but other places. Like, I think Myntiac's in the UK, and I think they started shipping out there. I think there's a certain method they have to do it, but I think they have. Or I think they have. They might ship to Canada too now. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they ship to everywhere in the world or not, so I'm not going to spread any misinformation. They ship to US, UK, and Canada. Okay, there we go. There's our answer. Okay, so hang on. I got to see. Did he sent me something on Discord? Let me see it real fast. I got a ping in there. Camo and Superchargers be like, hang on, let me watch. I've seen that meme edit before. Here, let me see if I can pull it up on the stream. I swear I saw a version of that before. Here. Let me pause the game real fast. I know I can add a media source to OBS. Media. Add existing. I'll just name it as clip. Yeah, you posted before. Yeah, but I'll show it to the stream. Since I do already have Discord fired up. Last stream I did not, and it was in downloads. I think that's where
Hey Camo, how are you?
They took my fucking horns.
I couldn't hear it, but I saw the audio playing. I think you guys heard it. But yeah, for some weird reason, his horns, they're missing in this version of the game. When you go, not obviously right here, he's got horns. But when you go into, actually, I can just show it. They took his horns. That's what they did, yeah. Here, I'll show it to you. That's my awesome voice. Myntiac, that is a very, very good camo impression. I have to give you that. What game is this? This is Superchargers. See, look, okay, look down in the corner where Camo's at. They took his horns. You can't have crap in Superchargers. They took his horns. He has no horns. I don't know why, but he has no horns at all. Just doesn't. It's just weird. But yeah, I don't know if that's for regular camo too, or if it's just regular, or this is Series 2 Thornhorn camo, but I assume it's for both camos.
Hello, extremely.
Alright, so yeah, that's right. We just upgraded. Let's check the other two. I think Double Dare's probably already been upgraded, but I'll check. My friend has Wildstorm Sensei. Is it worth anything? Yes. So there are what is to be considered the three big Imaginators. Okay, I guess he can't upgrade. But yeah, the three big Skylanders Imaginators, like expensive wise, are Robo, Wildstorm, and now Green Chompy Mage. Green Chompy Mage can sometimes go from 200, 300 now. He's actually gone up in the ranks. Robo's around usually 300. I've seen him for 400 sometimes. And then Wildstorm, lowest I've seen him is go for 90, but I think he normally is around 150. Skylanders on Switch, I think it used to be around 120, but I think the price has recently gone up, and it's around 200 now, which sucks because I'm trying to get Imaginators on Switch. I got Stone Zook. How much is he? That is a good question. I'm not really in the... I only know certain prices because I'm trying to find them, or I don't have them, or I just looked up out of curiosity. And since Stone Zook is a chase, I haven't looked much into him. I'm sure somebody in the chat could tell us how much Stone Zook is normally worth. There's a tier list in one server that has like all the chases. It has like an estimated range. But Stone Zook, out of box or in box, that will probably vary how expensive he is. So, because Stone Zook is... I'm not sure with Stone Zook. Again, chases always, it matters if they're in or out of box. Because they're kind of like collector items. Do you have Streamlabs? People would be able to donate if you did. I actually did use Streamlabs for this stream, but my Elgato disconnected and I could not reconnect back. So I've decided that Streamlabs is kind of stinky and I don't want to use it, and I will just continue to use regular OBS. I'm familiar with it and it works. And I know how to get around all the technical issues I have on OBS, where in Streamlabs, it's mostly sometimes the same, but it seems to even more finicky. So... okay, I guess we can't upgrade with Astro Blast either. But we're getting there. Yeah, look, this is why we chose on the, we didn't want more gold, we wanted more XP. We're already almost getting there. Bro, I've wanted to donate. You don't need to donate to me, though. Because while the live streams are live, right, I try to make sure to not put ads on them when they're live, but after they're, because nobody wants to see what or miss. Like, imagine if a character died, and you missed that because of an ad. Nobody would want that. And I hate cutting people out when the stream is live. So most of the time I try to keep ads off, unless I forget and it's just on by default. But I do turn them on once the live stream ends. So I still make a little bit of money. So, now, one way I would set up donations, if it was more of a challenge. Yeah, I know about Twitch. I used it once. I didn't really care for it. My channel's on YouTube. Most of the people are subscribed to me on YouTube. They come through YouTube. So I like YouTube more personally. If I would donate, I'd make it worth your while, though. There is a challenge I want to do that has been coming up from the Giant stream. I'm too poor to donate anyway. Well, don't worry. I don't want people to donate. I'm plenty happy just a little bit of money I get from like the replays of the stream is fine. It normally isn't that much, especially since my channel, the memes are short, and they're most of the time music is copyrighted. So I probably don't make as much money as like Skylander Gamer TV or Crypt Crusher does because their videos are longer and don't probably use copyrighted stuff. But that's fine because I don't do my stuff for money. Most of the time I do it because I'm passionate about the game series and I love it to death. But if I was to make a donation, it would have to be a challenge. For example, I would have like, there was a Piss Pup stream with Hot Dog I wanted to do where I played through Giants on Nightmare with a level 1 Hot Dog with no upgrades. Obviously, he could level up and you get more health over time, but we would not upgrade him throughout the entire playthrough. It'd be on Nightmare. So I'd make it like this. Well, you donate a certain amount of money, I restart the level. If you donate a certain amount of money, I don't know, maybe I have to kill Hot Dog instantaneously. I guess it's the same thing as restarting the level, or if you donate, like, I don't know, it probably had to be something expensive, like 20. Nah, 20's probably cheap. Maybe like in the 30 range, maybe even 50. I don't know prices when it comes to streaming. Like, let's say I'm like on the final boss and I'm about to beat it, and you donate $50, and that's like the tier for like resetting. Go back to level 1. Yeah, like I would do that. I'd have to make it worth your while. Your money has to impact me somehow other than just giving me money, because I feel like that's kind of cheap. Sure, you're giving it to me and you like the videos I make and stuff like that, but it's got to be worth your while, right? You got to get something out of it. $100 to restart the game. I feel like that's a bit expensive. Like, because here's the thing. The more I play the game, the more money I would earn overall. just from replays on the stream. So I don't think it would be that bad. 150 to restart the whole console. I feel like that's kind of the same thing as the game, because if I restart the whole console, I might have Elgato issues. Nobody wants that. 200 to send to a different Skylanders game. There's a bunch of different stuff I could do. There's a bunch of stuff. But all right, I did say that here. I gotta check my phone, make sure that the stream is still going, because I know it cut out once, and I think oh, I heard a little bit of echo. I forgot my phone volume was on. I was just making sure it was still going. But yeah, I think that Battle Brawl's up next, so we'll do that and then we'll call it a stream. I hate having echo though. I most of the time make sure my phone volume's off, because I use my phone as like an instant replay to make sure my stream's working. Because I don't have 2 monitors. I'm not an elite gamer like that. Would you do an army of hot dog? I would, but I think it would be funnier. I think it would be funnier if I did it with one in particular. Or like you donate a certain amount of money and I reset the hot dog to level 1 and he has no upgrades. Oh, I gotta talk to Pandergast, that's what it was. 10K to turn off the Wi-Fi and wait 1 hour to turn it back on. And play an unrelated game. Yeah, let me just boot up. I guess I haven't played God of War. I got this new horror game. I think it's called the Callisto something protocol or whatever. It's like a lot like Dead Space apparently. I know nothing about it other than it's like Dead Space, and I got it for Christmas, and I love Dead Space, so I'm excited to play that too. I haven't played Pokemon Arceus, still have that new in the wrap. That's why I haven't bought the new Pokemon game. I have a bunch of stuff to play. So had channel members or people. You guys don't have to send me money. Again, if I was to set up stuff, because I remember even I got a comment from somebody who's saying like, can I send you money to fuel your Skylanders addiction? And one time a guy wanted to send me E3, like, I think it was Trigger Happy or Gilgrunt or something like that, or maybe it was Spyro. I remember it was 2 of them. And I was like, no, bro, you don't need to do that. Like, I get it. You want to send it to somebody that you would know it would be in... Oh, wait, I don't want to do a race. Like, it would be in safe hands, and, you know, they make content about it, and it won't just go and collect dust in a corner. It would actually be taken care of. It's like, I don't need everybody's charity. It's like, you make money off of those E3 Skylanders. You get money from them. You don't have to give them for free, or you don't have to donate me money, because I don't need it. Was it you, Cranky, that you wanted to send me those figures on the first Giant stream? You see, you don't have to, though. You don't. You make money off of those figures, and you buy something nice for you. Because, just, like, it's a cool collectible, and I think it would be cool to have, right? But you can get the money. Like, I'm fine in my financial situation. And I don't know everybody's financial situation, but they don't need to give me money. So, they can use that money on themselves to buy the McRib or something. Do they have the McRib even anymore? They might not. I think it got discontinued again. They said they were going to discontinue it flat out, but I think they're lying. Is Treadhead any good? You see, I haven't played it too much. They sold for $5K on eBay. See? Instead of giving it to some random dude on the internet, you sell it for $5K. And that is way better. You mean you're not homeless? Yeah, I'm not homeless. Is Treadhead any good, though? I'm not much of a Treadhead guy. Well, my brother likes Treadhead a little bit more than me, but I don't. He's cheap, so if you want to give him a go, it's not that big of a financial investment, but I don't really think he's that great. Yeah, Goka. I remember he's the same voice actor as Goku, and I somehow on one stream I was like, okay, let's name him Goku, and I misspelled it and put Goka. What is Heartbreaker Buckshot? Considering there's only one figure that's ever reached the market and it didn't have a chip in it, and that sold for $2,000. And then turns out the guy that had gotten it stole it from Toys for Bob, so he had to return it and refund the money. You know, he had to refund the guy that bought it and return it to Toys for Bob because he wasn't supposed to get it. So, Fredhead is quite fun. See, Myntiac says he's fun. Even though I haven't had a lot of personal time with him, that doesn't mean he's bad. Do I love the Brimstone and Boulder theme? Of course I do. Dude, that one goes hard for no reason. It's just you hear it for like max maybe a minute or something like that, and then you never hear it again.
And I have no idea why it goes so hard. Put Treadhead in the car. It's goofy. I forget. Does Treadhead have his little chain bike when he's in the car, or does he get taken out of it? I kind of forget. The only SSA characters I need are the hardest to find. I'd say the hardest SSA characters to find are Sunburn and Whamshell, because they were produced towards the end of the life cycle. Everybody else is pretty easy. If you're shopping for SSA characters, definitely check out Skylander character lists, because that is where you can get cheap SSA characters. I guess some of the variants are a little expensive. Like, I think Dark Spyro, I don't think he's that expensive. He might be $15, but I never really had to look at the price of him because I got him when he came out back in like 2011. It's like a Valentine, or not, I guess I got him in 2012. I think my mother got him like a gift for some holiday. Dark element. Well, we don't have a dark element. But, and then I guess like Blue Bash is expensive, but I'm not going to count all the super rare chase variants. Blue Bash obviously is rare, but like the actual chases like Crystal Whirlwind and like Chrome Spyro, like those ones are expensive. Dark Spyro is $11. Okay, see, it's not terrible. That's not bad. Is Dive Clops good? I don't think he's that great. I won't lie. But I don't think he's bad by any means. Yeah, this is kind of cheating because we can boost our element, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Is Skylander character list US only? US, and they also ship to UK and Canada. We figured that out on stream. He's alright. I like his Christmas variant. Yeah, I don't think he's bad by any means, but I don't think he's that crazy. Again, for those that don't know, you should totally look up how to make Skylander NFC cards if you want to test characters out. It's like $40 entry point, right? It's like 30, maybe it's 40 for the reader/writer, maybe $10 for NFC cards, and then you can program whatever Skylander you want. And it's really easy too. Just look up a guide about it. I've thought about making my own guide about it, but I don't know the legality of it. I'm pretty sure it's not legal, but I also don't think anybody would care if I made the guide on it. I don't even think Activision would care, because they're not really currently making money off of it. Oh wait, I guess that's his hat, but the UFO hat's pretty. Nah, I'll keep the UFO hat. But yeah, just get NFC cards, bro. You could try out characters if you want to buy the actual figure or not. They're awesome. It's legal as long as you don't sell them. Okay, so if I was telling people how to do it, it's not illegal then, right? Oh, camo. Yeah, camo's not that expensive though. UFO hat, you've betrayed the turkey fans. Well, no. I haven't completely betrayed it. Okay. No, because camo has the turkey hat. All right. We put the UFO hat because we got it by luck, and it's like, you know, Astro Blast. He's like an astronaut kind of based character, so it makes sense. You can see UFO hat. Camo's got the turkey hat though. Oh yeah. Also, you're able to back up your Skylanders with. Wait. You need. Yep. There we go. If your Skylander chips ever die, you can make an NFC backup and put them on cards. Hey Boom, it's my birthday on January 9th, and I'm turning 16. I hope you can keep Camo, my favorite Skylander, alive. Well, I will certainly hope. And I will certainly try to keep him alive, because, well, I don't want to kill any of my Skylanders, because Imaginators is going to be very hard, so hopefully we can keep him alive. But Superchargers, especially with the Shield Striker, hasn't been proven to be that difficult yet, so hopefully it stays that way, and we should be fine. Also, giving Astro Blast the turkey hat is a... Oh, not giving it is a disturbance. I mean, I guess, but... Come on, not everybody's gotta have the turkey hat. You gotta have some variety up in here. I have not actually really had a Skylander chip die on me. I had one die on me, and it was actually my pre-order Light Core Hex that came with Swap Force. It died like a month after I got the game. So I think that chip was just kind of a fluke. But like all my other Skylanders, and I have a bunch. Reminder, here I can check my friends list, and I can look at the Skylanders I own. I own, or at least up to Superchargers, it says 295, which I think maybe a couple, maybe like 5 of those are NFC card Skylanders. Other than that, most of those are legit, and none of them have died on me. As long as you take care of them, you should be fine. Because the Skylanders RFID chips are a lot stronger than people like to believe. How many characters would you add into Imaginators? Like 1 sensei, 1 villain? Actually, that's a good point. We might take I thought about just doing maybe 1 Imaginator character and 1 sensei, but the Imaginator character is kind of OP. So maybe 1 villain sensei and 1 new character. That's a good idea. I might do that. We'll think about it. Do you know about template? I actually thought about making a video on him. I still might, like title it like the Forgotten 17th Swapper Skylander. I know about him. For those that don't know about him, he's like the template that was made. He looks really goofy. Actually, wait, do I have my NFC cards on me?
You might want to talk to that
Hang on.
Mixmaster to even
I might have my NFC cards on me, and I might be able to summon him right now for you guys. For those that don't know what template is, I can summon him, and I'll show you what he is. Here, let me get up real fast. All right, well, I did some looking, and I have no idea where I placed my NFC cards because I think I brought them. I brought them home from college. I'm pretty sure, at least. And I brought the NFC reader and writer, and I found it, but I'm not sure where the cards themselves are at. They're probably in a drawer or in a bag. Normally, I keep them in this like Skylander carrying case, like in the little side patchel, but I can't find them as current moment or whatever. I don't know where they went, but I promise you, at some point in some stream, I will show you template. Might not be right now, but I will find them because I can't find them right now, and I don't want to hold the stream up too much because I don't want the cursed internet to go out, and we kind of probably should get this level done over and fast. But yeah, next stream, I will definitely, guys, if I find my NFC cards, which I'm sure they're wallowing around here somewhere in some drawer that I have misplaced them in their little baggie, I will show you template. You can also just look up probably Skylanders template. Molten's made a video on it, and actually you can go to my community tab, and I put a link to it, and you can watch it there. It's in my community tab on the channel, and I've thought about making my own video on him, and I've been thinking about like a challenge video. Can you complete Skylander Swap Force with the template character, or Skylander Swap Force, can you complete it without doing any damage, or a character with that does no damage? Because template has attacks, but they don't do any damage. So can I beat the game with a character that does no damage? Technically, kind of no and yes, because you need to open gates and kill certain enemies, but I guess I could just use magic items for that. Yeah, Molten's video will clear up any of your questions. I always have video ideas. It could be a video topic that I could discuss about too. I think it's a cool idea, but I don't think I need to right now. Yeah, with our boosts, this boss fight's gonna go fast. This level as a whole is gonna go fast. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I can charge that up. Yes. Okay, that's really good when you get his soul gem. Would you ever do a template lock? Well, maybe not a lock, but I would do a challenge video with it. That would probably be maybe pre-recorded. I might live stream it and then stitch the video together. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas that I just never ever do. So we'd have to see. Yeah, this level is basically free XP. It's not hard at all. There are some times you can die, but like you get so much money, you get so much food, XP overall, that you probably won't die in this level. As long as you know what you're doing. Yeah, look, you get so much food from these dang sheep. I've been playing on the 360 and I have the Trap Team background and the Shroom Boom profile picture. Yeah, for those that don't know, there was Skylanders gamer picks that came out for Trap Team and Swap Force for themes and gamer picks. For Swap Force, there was one where, and I guess I'm not on the 360, so I can't show, but I think people have seen it on my live stream before. I don't think you can get the Swap Force gamer picks or the themes anymore. The picks. Oh wait. Oh, I guess I can't show that because I'm not on my main account. Like I have if you check my Aiden Roxia account, which is my normal Xbox account, and you go to the 360, I have a Popthorn picture. It's not modded or anything. It's like a natural, legitimate picture. But you can't get it anymore. I don't think. Not unless you know somebody else that has it. And then Trap Team actually, I think it had 2 themes. I actually discovered the other night, because there's the normal Trap Team one. I think it has Snapshot and Chaos on it, or maybe it's Spyro and Chaos, but I think it's Snapshot and Chaos, like the blue Trap Team background. And then there's Trap Team gamer picks that you can't get. You can actually still get one of the. They made 2 themes for Trap Team. If you look up, if you go to the Xbox store on Xbox 360 and go to themes, and I think just go by release date and keep going down, you will see a Skylanders Dark and Light theme pack, and it's free. And it just has, what is it, Nightlight and Nightmare on the side, like for your Xbox dashboard. So you can still get that one. That's the only one you can't get. So you can't get the gamer picks or any of the themes, but you can still get the Dark and Light theme for Trap Team. So yeah, I know I can kick the middle-sized guys off. I was kicking some of them off. I don't know, can I kick these guys off? No, not these. Oh wait, yes I can. Okay. Get out of here. Yeah, I knew I could like do the normal. Ooh. No, I did get hit by that. I know I could do like the normal purple like pirate guys, but I didn't know if I could get the guys with the cannon arms. I gotta look for that right now. Yeah, if you go to themes on the Xbox store, Myntiac, and just go by like filter by new releases, you'll have to scroll a little bit, but you'll eventually find it. Skylanders Trap Team Dark and Light theme, which is kind of a bummer. You can't get any of the gamer picks anymore or any of the other themes, but that's all right. I mean, at least you can get something. I did scroll a long time to see if the themes or gamer picks were still available, but I know, for example, I think how you got a lot of those items were on the Xbox 360 dashboard. There would be an ad like promoting Skylanders Swap Force, watch this video to win, or something like that. And when you would watch it, you would be like entered in a sweepstakes probably, and also you would unlock the gamer pick pack and the theme for free. And you just can't get them anymore because they don't offer them anymore. I mean, technically, I could set your gamer picks to that, but you have to give me your account info, and that's kind of, that's a little bit, I wouldn't trust people doing that. Of course, I know I wouldn't do anything with it, but that's really the only way you can get it is by giving somebody that has it. And there's good documentation of the Swap Force gamer pick, at least. But there's like no documentation of the Trap Team gamer picks at all. It's Series 2 Shroom Boom, I think Food Fight, Snapshot, maybe Wallop, I think the Trap Team logo, and I think Mini Genie are the pick packs. So I just think it's weird that there's like no documentation about those packs at all. I know they exist because I have them. I've thought about like at some points making a Skylanders like fact video, and that would probably be in there because I know a bunch of Xbox exclusive Skylanders stuff that you can't get anymore that there's like no documentation on. But yeah, send me your gamer picks. You would have to give me your account info, and then I could set whatever gamer pick you want from my end, but I wouldn't give you the pack itself. But as long as you didn't update your profile picture, it would give you that pick on 360. But that's really the only way you can do it. But yeah, there's a Trap Team and a Swap. I don't think there were any other packs made after that, though. I think it was just those two. There was avatar props, though, for Trap Team and Superchargers. The avatar props are your avatar catches Trumpy Mage in a life trap, and then the one for Superchargers is you ride around in Hot Streak car. So, but all right, I need to be a little more careful. I'm getting hit quite a bit here. Need to get rid of the fire spell punk. They're probably the worst ones, honestly. I have the avatar props equipped, but I don't know how to use them. They're just like when friends view your avatar, it's just that's when they play. That's all they do. Hello, how are we doing? We're doing pretty good. We're just talking about like exclusive Xbox stuff that came out a long time ago. Oh, I can charge this up. I didn't know we had that upgrade yet. Oh well, did they only do one shot? What does the disco ball do? It's like an area of effect. So he throws it up into the air and he shoots it, and just anybody that walks into it gets damaged. I use 360. Well, you can still get the Dark and Light picture pack. If you go to Xbox themes and sort by new releases, there is a Trap Team Dark and Light theme you can still get. The other ones are unavailable because they were limited time, but you still can get that one. So better than nothing. I think gamer picks are the coolest part. A little bit shame you can't get any of those anymore, but oh well. Oop, getting beat up. Yeah, luckily they put so much food on this level, it's not much of an issue. Gonna knock him off. Honestly, that seems pretty effective. Oh, I guess I didn't get that guy. There we go. Now he's gone. Wait, I just remember I can somewhat have a Skylander profile, but yeah, on the Xbox app, but I mean on the Xbox 360. The Xbox 360 doesn't allow you to use custom gamer picks online, but there were official Skylander gamer picks that were actually released at some point, but I feel like not a lot of people know that. So that's what I was saying, where like the only possible way for you to get the Trap Team and Swap Force pictures on 360 that is your picture would be somebody else has to have it. Like, for example, you would have to give somebody else your account info that has it, and then I could set it as your profile picture. But I don't know, man. Giving other people your account info is I don't want to say sus because that's really out of date now, but it's the definition of what that is. It's just not really usually a good idea. Whereas Discord, the Discord's in the description. You would have to friend me because I have my DMs off by normal. But I would do it for you if you asked me to do it. And then obviously I delete my Xbox or your Xbox profile off my thing because I don't have a use for it. I don't want your Xbox profile. But I would send you a picture of what all the pics are available because you will see that your picture will be set after if I did it for you. But if you changed it, you'd have to send the account back to me to change it again. So you wouldn't want to change it. But I guess if anybody actually wants to do that, I will do it for them. but don't go around sending your account to other people. That's not a good idea. Best place to get Robo in stock? I don't think there really is one. Oh, I thought you were talking about a server. Well, I do have a Discord server. It's in the description, and then you can friend request me from there, and then we can talk in DMs if you want to do that. But yeah, I do have a Discord server. It's in the description. It's kind of a hellhole, but people seem to like it when it's a hellhole. If I moderate it too much, people don't like it that way. So it exists, but viewer discretion. It is kind of a hellhole. Wait a minute. Why is there no loading screen here? Because we're on the Xbox Series X, my man. We don't have to load. This is a game from 2015 and that released alongside on the PS3, Wii U, and the Xbox 360. Loading it on the Series X is not much of a technical issue. Do you have a girlfriend? Well, I can tell you have a lot of plastic. That's kind of, I just have a lot of plastic. No girlfriend, but a lot of plastic. And I don't know. Plastic won't leave you. Girlfriend will. So, I don't know, man. You can weigh your options. Eternal happiness or person that complains all the time. I have plastic. Well, actually, I guess it's not eternal happiness if the chip dies. I'd be so sad. That would be a sad day. But, yeah, no. But I have a lot of plastic. Alright. Oh, almost level 13. Not bad, not bad. I'm a man with 4 Xbox. Oh man, if you think 4 Xboxes is a lot. Here, in this house currently, we got 6 Xbox 360s because there's a Black Ops 3 achievement for the Xbox 360. I've got to farm out, but nobody plays Search and Destroy. So to get the achievement I need on there, I have to plug in 3 Xbox 360s with 6 Xbox 360s and 6 copies of the game to get a lobby going, so I can get that achievement. I have a lot of Xboxes in this house. Oh, get the rapid fire? You're right, I'm so stupid. I didn't even think about that. I wasn't even looking at it. Darn. Oh well. That's okay though. We got this. This upgrade's good. I like this upgrade. But that's alright. Hot take, having a girlfriend is better than having plastic. You know, that is a hot take. But you know what? It might be true. It might be. But I'm not sure. We don't know. But imagine if you had a girlfriend and plastic. Then you'd be living both worlds. Alright, let's see if I guess Double Dare didn't get used at all. I think we're all maxed out. I'm just gonna check on camo one more time. So I have an OG Xbox 360 One and Series X. I don't have an OG Xbox, but we have like I said, we got like 6 360s in this house. Xbox Ones do we have? We have the original chunky one from day one. Then we have another original one. Then we have a white Xbox One S. Then we have 2 of the Gears of War Xbox One S's. I think that's how many Xbox Ones we have. And then we have 2 Series X in this house. A lot of Xboxes, but I do not have an OG Xbox. He's got 20. I can't get into my account. Well, on your Xbox stuff, it's probably like you have to update your info. Every once in a while, it wants you to update your password or whatever. That's probably why. We got the number 1 hat. I have a friend who has the blue Xbox 360. Yeah, I think that was the last Xbox 360 release. That is the Xbox 360E, and it's blue. And it came with Call of Duty Ghosts and Black Ops 2. So, you dropped a Skylander in water. Fortunately, I have not. I take pretty good care of my Skylanders, though. That needs to go on Magnus Shift. I think, well, I kind of like Magnus Shift's hat that he has. I know he used to... Oh, we got a Sapphire. All right. Because he used to have the turkey hat on, but Eddie drew that really good art where he has, like the, the knight helmet on. So I kind of want to just keep the knight helmet on him. So, yeah. Yeah, and the logo is blue. You know what's funny? I have a modded 360, and like the little light, when you turn it on, is blue. Oh wait, I guess I've shown you guys the modded 360. I haven't shown you physically, but you've seen it in that end of Spyro's Adventure stream, or not when I was going for all the achievements. That was on the modded 360 because all the achievement pops were blue. So, but it's not like an actual blue 360, but the light is blue when you turn it on. All right, ladies and gentlemen. no stream crash. We made it through our levels. So I think we should call it quits here. We'll quit while we're ahead. We got the rest of the Stratosphere level done. We got the Count Moneybone level done. And then we got Battle Brawl done, which isn't a hard level by any means, but no deaths so far. It's looking pretty good. Looking promising so far. So I'm not sure the next time I'll stream. I definitely just wanted to stream today because I wanted to get, you know, like, because last stream screwed up and I felt kind of bad for it. So I'm like, okay, we need back-to-back stream to make up for that. I don't know. Maybe we'll stream Monday and Tuesdays. I know that's not a very convenient time. It might not be Monday and Tuesdays. Just keep looking out for the playlist because I'm definitely not done before I go to school, which is the 23rd. So we should be good for a little bit. I don't think we'll do any more for the rest of this week because I got it knocked out early, so that allows me to enjoy my weekend with my family and stuff like that. But we should have some streams doing next week. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. I had a lot of fun talking. No lag. No buffering. It was awesome. We had a little bit of an OBS issue, but I managed to fix it by going back to my traditional OBS, and it worked fine. So, all right. That's about it, guys. I'll see you next time.